Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Under the Scope. I'm your host, Mandus Buckle, alongside my co-host, Stan. We got a very interesting episode 4 here with the winningest men's physique champion of all time, Andre Ferguson.
Yes, sir.
Yet at the same time, this is the first time in
Ever?
5 years that he actually fell out of the top 5 at the Olympia, which is a huge surprise because he's always a threat for the win.
Absolutely.
So I think this is a very interesting time from him. We had to hear what he had to say, what he's got going on, what he's feeling, and where he's going. Andre, welcome to the show, man.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
We good. How you feeling?
Feeling good, dude. Feeling good.
In New York?
Just came off a rest day. Gonna go train legs later today after this massage I'm about to get. Just chilling.
Good.
So Dre, walk us through a little bit about, what this year was like. Talk about a unique year. So the beginning of the season, you're coming into the year, you're riding off of the high of you and your teammate finishing first and second in the world. We go into the Arnold, you win the Arnold, and then all of a sudden, the world turns upside down.
He wins another show.
But the world turns upside down.
Yeah.
Everything's goofy. And the year goes on. I'm sure you had expectations of going in, vying for the title. You talking about you and Ray again, and things didn't go as planned. Walk us through this year, because this is a unique year for everybody.
Oh, all right. Well, COVID hit, the Arnold happened. Won the Arnold, came back. Was gonna do the Arnold Australia. The day before my flight, they canceled the show. So literally, and I was happy that they canceled it that day, because if it was the next day, a lot of people got stuck in Australia. So I was happy that it was actually a full day ahead. This way I could just put it on breaks instead of already being the motion already going there. So that happened. Then dude, I was only home for 2 days on the couch with the no workouts. And then my boy Rich hit me like, yo, dude, I got a gym. So I was like, cool. I was training at Rich's gym. Then Rich's gym, I'm on the treadmill, when the county officials came in the gym. They hit everybody on the whole little strip mall right there. So the county officials come in, they just gave them a warning. They were like, yo, here's the paper you got to fill out. It's just a warning. But the next one's going to be a $500 fine, then $1,000 fine, blah, blah, blah. So Rich is like, yo, damn, we're going to shut it down. I'm like, all right, cool. The next day I get a call from Dave Whitaker, Manitos. Shout out to David. I was working with him with the Boston Pro, because the Boston Pro is going to be a big show we were going to put on. It was going to be the first year. It was supposed to be at the Encore Hotel. It was going to be a dope-ass show, Prize money was going to be crazy. Like, it was going to definitely be a dope show we're putting together. He hits me like, yo, dude, we're out in the Virgin Islands, bro. Forget everything out there in the States. We got the gym for you. We got everything set up for you. Just come out here. Dude, when I tell you I chucked deuces so fast to the States, I went out there for 10 days and then had to come back and then went back. When that 10 days was over, I hit the States. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm out. Dude, I didn't come back again. I was there from April till right into the Olympia. Like I did the whole Tampa Pro prep out there. I did the whole Olympia prep out there. And dude, it's literally just peace. It's just peaceful.
Do you think it, although you were at peace, do you think being away from your usual routine and the bodybuilding feel and atmosphere took anything away from you, or no?
I'll say this, yes and no. Dude, I have my best preps when I prep with my training partner Al. Like I've been training with Al for like 2 years now. Al's a good 260. So in most of the exercises, he's stronger than me. And I can't stop at 12 if there's 15 or 20 reps to go. if I feel like stopping at 12. Like it's just not happening. So I can say not training with my training partner, maybe yes, but at the same time, no, because I had a great prep, bro. I was on. It's just I just didn't nail that peak.
I don't think enough people know you're a very intellectual guy when it comes to manipulating what you need to at the end. Most people
Mm-hmm.
think you have great genetics, you have a great structure. Most people don't know how specific you are with hitting exercises, with details in your physique, with putting your workouts together. As you just explained, you and Al training, and then what you do at the end to nail things. People assume you're just a genetic guy.
Well,
You're
yeah.
not at all, and you don't talk about it very often.
No, usually he shows the McDonald's, the Snickers.
Yeah, you talk about you're eating a lot and you're
Yo, this is what's funny, right? This is what's so funny. Because George be the funniest with it. George be like, yo, if they follow just what you show them, they're dead men. He's like, because you're not showing them the shit that really counts. If they really just looking at what you show them and they think that's what it is, they're dummies. And yo, dude, there's a lot of things that go into it, man. You know that, man. And yo, me and Omar been doing it for so long, dude, that we can be very calculated. Like, yo, dude, we even know how to fix fuck ups. So it's like I could fuck something up and we can still fix it.
Yeah.
It's not really a big deal. Like, yo, listen, man, if you got 12 hours, you good. Like 12, you know, man. It's like, yo, give me 12 hours, I could fix any fuck up. But dude, yeah, we put a lot into it, man. It's not just it. Look, the genetics matter, man. Yes, they do. It's bodybuilding. It's genetic based. There's certain things you're not gonna have that other people just have. No matter how hard you work for them, there's just certain things you're just not gonna be blessed genetically with. But at the same time, dude, potential ain't never won shit. So you can have all the genetics in the world, bro. If you ain't coupling it with the hard work, I'm sorry, you don't get to 15 wins by accident.
Not just hard, smart.
Right.
That also matters because people don't get that part. Yo, dude. Yeah, I do the big shows, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I do all the big shows. But what, you think I ain't out here taking a couple of layups too?
Of course.
Well, I could fire from the parking lot like Steph Curry, and we're gonna take those jumpers and we're gonna hit those. But I'm sorry, dude. When there's a layup, I'm gonna take this layup. Boom. It's a bucket.
I think what's happened with you over the last few years, not very many people know. Years ago, you and I used to talk all the time. I don't know very many people who love talking shop as much as you do. We would see each other all over the country. Pittsburgh 3 times a year, New York a couple times a year, 2016, 2017, beginning of 2018.
Dude, we did a lot. I hosted a bunch of Maximum Muscle shows and a bunch of halftime and post game wrap ups.
Absolutely. And we used to chop it up constantly. And then some things happened with you and somebody else, and we kind of went our separate ways for a while. And then this whole big bad wolf image came on. And I think what happened is when people focused on the big bad wolf, it took focus away from how intelligent you actually are when it comes to training and nutrition and supplements and doing the business of bodybuilding, because people focused on the big bad wolf. I see this year you starting to move a little bit away from the big bad wolf, you having more intellectual conversations with people, you helping talk to other competitors talking about the fact that, hey man, Andre helped me out, or Andre gave me a tip on this or that. Are we starting to see an evolution or a shift in Andre Ferguson here?
Yo, man, what's crazy is yes, but then no at the same time. Yo, dude, that's what was going on, man. That's what was going on. And then, yo, dude, I started feeling animosity from people that I was helping out here, man. So like it's kind of rubbed me the wrong way to the point where I'm back to like, nah, I'm not even helping people. Like, look, the little people I always help. But like other competitors, nah, we ain't doing that no more. Like, we ain't doing that no more, man. I did that, yo, and look, Omar said it to me. Omar's like, bro, you got burned in this situation a couple times. I told you to stop fucking with people. And so that's just where we're at with it, with that standpoint. But yes, there is an evolution because, yo, I'm gonna say it like this. Yo, I've grown as a person significantly, man. And yo, it's because I be talking to George all the time. George is a little bit older than me. So like when me and George talk, yo, we argue like brothers all day, bro. Like I will hang the phone up on him and I'll end up calling him back 15 minutes later. He'll just fuck you, Dre, but I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And I will still be on the phone like, I don't give a fuck if you don't give a fuck what I'm talking about. I'm still talking about it. And yo, it polished me up to another level. Like, yo, you got to remember, when you're having spars with somebody who's actually intelligent back, not somebody who's just trying to come at you with emotions, yo, dude, when somebody's just as intelligent as you and that's the way you're sparring, it sharpens you up because you can't just say anything. You can't just say anything. It ain't rocking. So I can say yes. And yo, man, it's honestly, yo, my life is great, bro. I don't have nothing to prove to people. Yes, I want to win an Olympia, and yeah, I'm gonna win an Olympia. But like, I would never trade my lifestyle for an Olympia trophy. Like, if I had to give up my lifestyle for that trophy, I'm not doing that, man. Like, I'll keep my lifestyle over the trophy. But don't get it twisted. I am out here and I'm gunning for that trophy.
You know, I think it's very interesting what you said. You know, there are athletes in all genres, right? Football, baseball, basketball, bodybuilding. We're talking about bodybuilding, obviously, that have different levels of impact. Some people have wins. Some people have a title or two. Some people have huge followings on social media. And you just brought up a guy who has a combination of all of them, but probably where this person has the biggest impact is his impact and his influence on other athletes in the sport in general, and that's George Brown. You know, I don't think people understand how much behind the scenes he actually does for so many other up and coming athletes. And then you're not an up and comer. You're an elite level pro bodybuilder, and you're talking about you still go to him for knowledge and information.
Yo, dude,
level up.
Yo, dude, me and George came up together. And like, yo, it was mad funny because like, yo, George sold me out, bro, at my first Olympia. Like, I remember George calling me over, like, yo, Drake, look, come over here real quick. Yo, I'll holler at you. He's like, look, you a little loose off the cannon. I like that shit. He's like, we just gotta polish you out a little bit. We're not trying to change you at all, Drake. We're not trying to, we love all of this. This is why I'm saying this. He's like, I love this energy. He's like, we just gotta polish it out a little bit. And yo, like I came in and I was super rough around the edges. I still am a little rough around the edges because that's just the way I am. It's the way, yeah, I mean, it's just how shit went. But yo, I'm a lot more polished because of George, and I can say that's 100% because of him.
He has a big impact on the industry as a whole. He's got the #1 move in the NPC.
Oh, all day. No, and in the pros, bro. Every single pro hits that X-Man.
Everybody uses the X-Man.
Oh, come on. Come on. Everybody uses that. Yo, I use that as a setup, bro.
But that's a whole nother episode. We can have an episode with George and Andre on here. Let's get back to a little more about Andre. So, Andre, again, we talk about people don't know enough about how much you actually know when it comes to diet and nutrition and the last little bits of detail at the end. But you also are known for McDonald's and cheating and adding a lot of other extras. Do you think that because of how the year went and how things ended, and look, you won Toronto, but Tampa was far from your best look. It was far from your best.
But look, it was a good one.
Are you going to start adjusting a little bit more as you get a little older? Because the one thing that no athlete can beat is father time. So sometimes when we're younger, earlier in our careers, we can get away with things. Are you going to tighten up the ship a little bit more moving forward?
I can't be Dexter Jackson.
Dexter tightened up the ship.
But look,
he openly admits that he did more cardio, he cheated less as he got older. That's something you're going to look to do.
I am 36. We still right in the prime, man. This is look, I look at it like this, man. There's nothing I did wrong besides the last Look, me and Omar know what it is. You want me to get into like, all right, I pumped. I'm the guy that's not supposed to pump at all, man.
Yeah.
Like you asked George. George just told me, yo, ask George, my second New York pro. First New York pro, I got last place. Second New York pro, I got second place. It was George's second win. Yo, George is telling me backstage to stop pumping, bro. Yo, by the time we get on stage, I washed out a little bit. I get second to George. We come off the stage. The first thing George says is, I told you about that fucking pumping shit. And you got to remember, I'm going against him in the show.
Right.
I'm going against him in the show. So he's like, man, when I told you about that pumping shit, and I got second to him. And yo, for I want to say about 3 years straight after that, man, I stopped pumping altogether. Like I remember being at Hawaii backstage, Ryan Benson calls me over, like, Dre, come here. He's with all of his athletes. He goes, yo, Dre, come here. He looks at them and goes, watch this. Yo, Dre, you're not pumping, right? I go, nah. He goes, yeah, fucking show off. like Ryan Benson is my dude. But we have a little concoction we mix together. It's called G. And we're supposed to take that a half hour before stage and then do a little light pump or whatever. But we ended up back there too long. So what happens after a half hour, 40 minutes goes on, everybody knows when your pump comes down is when you look your worst. So I'm already coming down in the pump. That's why you see me sweating on stage, because I'm hot inside. So my body's already coming down off the pump. If you look at the pictures from me backstage to on stage, I look completely different.
So you're not, you're going to stay with your same strategies and game plan because again, we know you guys know what works. You've been at the top for years.
I nail this shit all day.
Right.
I nail this shit all day.
My real question though is Andre, as the evolution of Andre continues to happen mentally and physically, there's
things that have to change.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Are you going to be
things that have to change
curve to say
yes
you need to tighten
of course
shit more?
Look, man, as you get older, things have to change. There's things I already have changed from when I first started competing till now.
Yeah.
Things have to change, dude, because it's always about this. What I tell people, it's always about working smarter, not harder, right?
Right, exactly. Right.
People think it's always work harder. No, sometimes it's relax, bro. Work smarter.
Yeah. Talking about working smarter, so now you pretty much maximize your size for men's physique. Like there's not much.
Stan, I seen you in the comments checking people on the page because when I tell people I'm at the max of muscle for this division, they tell me I'm not. Oh my God, Brandon's bigger than you. I'm like, we're the same size. Where are you seeing that he's bigger than me? Like I'm literally at them. And then Stan, what do they say? Oh, this is classic physique. And Stan's like, bro, classic physique is a big jump from where these guys are.
Right.
I don't think, when they say, oh, these guys look like classic physique guys, I'm like, bro, do you guys see what classic physique guys look like at my height?
I think it's the conditioning. When you're by yourself with other guys, other men's physique guys, the conditioning got so much better over the years in men's physique. When you're sharp, you look bigger. So when you see the picture of men's physique really in shape, you're like, oh, they're big. We put that guy next to a classic guy, you're like, okay, no, it's day and night.
Right.
It's men's physique, and this is classic physique. Yeah.
But finish your question, Stan.
Yeah. So how are you gonna approach your training now? Because you can't really grow more.
Oh no. So look, right. So right now in the off season, I train like 2-3 days, then I do an off day or two, train 2-3 days, off day or two. Like I'm not pressed for the gym. So if I wake up and I'm like, I ain't going to the gym, I'm chilling with the kids today. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go eat fucking cereal and McDonald's for breakfast. Like that's the shit we on right now. But with the weight now, I'm at my weight cap for off season. So I used to go up to like 217, 220. But now we're at 210 and I'm not going over that. So once I press against 210, cardio has to go in. Even if it's 20 minutes every couple of days, it just has to go in to stable out the weight. But I'm eating basically the same things every day because like I tell people, no matter what, even in my off season, I'm still 85% on diet, dude. Yeah. Like I'm not just, I eat the fun shit, but it's not like I'm stuffing my face all day with shit food. It's not even the lifestyle. Like it's not even like it's really not. It's counterintuitive because why would I give back all the gains that I have?
Right, absolutely.
And then every pound you put on, you have to take that pound back off.
Yeah.
So why start a prep at 220 when I could start it at 210? That's 10 less pounds to lose.
Yeah.
So
I have the same
I think that's another thing that goes into what you said, man. Is with things that have to change. Like I realize hanging closer to stage weight is better than not.
But once
If I
once
gotta
you
get
got the size, yeah. Once you're already
right,
got the
right,
size.
Right.
right,
Right.
right. And it's like, man, if I gotta be on stage between 190 and 195, why not be at 210 where it's like, okay, well, you only have 15, 20 pounds to lose. In a prep, we all know that's easy.
Yeah.
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 Who do you see as the next crop of up and coming guys in your division that you think in the next couple of years will be battling you guys that are at the top that are considered elite?
All right now. When you just want to play a numbers game, the guys that are like over 31, 32, they're never going to get a shot because we're already at the top, right? And the top guys are all in their mid 30s. So now the guys that are right under in the age, they kind of not going to get the shot to shine in the top because we're still there. We're the same, around relative in the same age as them. We're getting better just like they are. Now, if you want to ask me who the next crop is, it's going to be dudes that are in their mid to high 20s, like Kaiki and Stephen Cow and that kid Andre that got 5th place and people like that. Because when we're ready to fizzle out, those are them dudes sitting right there at 30 years old, 28, 30, in their prime, ready to start kicking ass for real.
Yeah.
So when you just want to play who's going to be in their prime at certain points in people's careers, it's like this, right? We'll take J.R. Smith as a great basketball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't LeBron or Melo, and that's not to say he wasn't really good. It's just them other guys were great.
Yeah.
So J.R. Smith is never going to be a Hall of Famer because Melo's in that spot, bro. And then it's going to take the Giannis's and the LeBrons, the younger dudes who come in for the next wave. That's just how it goes.
You know, your guys' division is very, very interesting because it's only half the physique. During the course of the year, there's a lot of shows and a lot of times where you see guys that are in their mid to late 30s, early 40s that are very successful at these tier 3, tier 4 shows, tier 2 shows, because they have a more mature physique, a more complete physique from the waist up. They've been training longer. There's more muscle density. There's more muscle maturity. But then when you get to the elite level shows, those guys never do well. And the kids are the ones who are nipping at your guys' heels. There's a misconception often of, well, hey, athlete A, B, or C should or could have potential. And it doesn't happen.
But Mandis, yo, look, right? And look, when I say things, people act like I'm being an asshole when I'm saying them, when I'm not really being an asshole. I'm just saying them very straightforward. And it's like, I'm going to say this straightforward. Yo, man, it's easy to win a show when the third stringers are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. And that's what happens. And then the false sense of security happens off of that. Yo, look, man, this right. This is what I said. Who really put their stamp on this season throughout the season? Everybody was trading shots, Mandis. Yo, Mandis, those couple years when me and George was out there, yo, dude, I was winning. Yo, look, my second year, I won 3 shows. My third year, I won 4 shows. My fourth year, I won another 3 shows. The year after that, I won another 3 shows. So I'm dominating the league, Mandis. Like, it's not like, and then you have other people that are dominating the league in the top 3. Yo, nobody really did that. People were over here trading shots. They'd be in second one show, 6th the next one, 3rd the next one, 17th the next one. So they're all over the place, man. There's none of these young guys yet. None of those guys you're talking about, the older guys, none of them have straight up just went out there and been a savage. Like, I'm a dog and I'm going to win 3 of them.
Right.
You win 3 of them, Mandis. There's no way in hell, Mandis, you can win 3 shows in one season and them not put you in the top 7 in Olympia.
You know, it's interesting to say that because there was a guy a couple years ago that was coming on strong, fast, and hard, Akeem. And he had a great rookie season. He did way too many shows. He learned. He actually came on board with us than last year and won every show he competed at. It was the best he ever looked, went to the Olympia, made a small move up. He decided to make a change. This should have been his breakout year, his putting a stamp and being in the top 5. You know, why is it that that seems to happen? You had another guy out of New York the year before who supposedly had a breakout year and had a horrible year this year, Gilkis or whatever. Why are these guys not making that evolutionary move
Because
year to year to year and then putting a stamp on and seeing themselves making that jump to the elite level? Is it them or is it that your crop is so good that when it comes to the big shows, they just still can't beat you guys? Is it a little bit of both?
I think that, but I also think this, man, this life happens. Yo, everything has to fall in place for you, man. It's like, look, with Akeem, I think life just happened to him because he wasn't competing as much because I think life got in the way. So, yo, man, dude, there's a lot of people who don't get a check out here from this shit. And you're a dummy. You're a dummy if you're fucking up your real life chasing this shit. Like, you're a dummy. You in your 30s and you over here spending all your last dollars to fucking compete when you ain't got no shot of making no money over here and you fucking off all the real money for your real life. Oh, that's a dummy move. So I think what Akeem did was like, yo, life happened. Yo, let me get everything in check real quick, then come back to competing. And I think he still got it. He lost a little size.
Oh, he's got it.
But bro, like in my opinion, yo, his shape is dope. Akeem look good. Like, yo, dude, his front pose is a dope pose. He has a thick back. He has a back that can stand with anybody in the league.
Absolutely.
He's still got it. It's just for a taller dude, he's got to fill in the gaps a little more. But I think he got it, bro.
I'm saying he's got all the talent in the world. I just find it interesting that usually when you're an athlete who's knocking on a door, who has the ability to move into that elite upper echelon, usually you find a way or figure out a way to have consistency and continuity and continue to move forward. He took a big step back. It'll be interesting to see his comeback this coming year because he's.
You know what else?
He's
you know what else, Mandis?
He's a huge threat.
You know what else, Mandis? I think in this new climate, it's a lot like, all right, yo, Mandis, a lot of people used to do 5-6 shows out here and be able to place in all of them. Yo, I just don't think people are built to do that anymore, man. It's not easy, dude.
No, it's not.
Yo, look, getting up for 1 or 2 shows a year, man, this is a lot easier than getting up for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows a year. That it's really not an easy thing to do, man.
No, that's one other thing I was gonna say about this season is that, you know, the density of the competition during the year wasn't as like the top guys weren't competing. So we got a lot of guys winning small shows or like even big shows. Like New York Pro wasn't like, you know, New York Pro last year or the last few years. It wasn't like even
Stan, that's crazy that you noticed it. That's the truth, bro. The level of competition, we could say, in the big shows were down.
Yeah. And maybe because just of the pandemic, I don't know.
In my opinion, it was COVID. A lot of people didn't know how to attack the season in the beginning. Me and George had to make a conscious effort and conscious decision way back in March, right after the Arnold. Me and him had a talk like, all right, are we going to do this or are we going to do that? We have to make a conscious decision now because we don't have all the time in the world to decide if we're going to do it or not. Either we're going to do it or we're going to sit out. So we made the decision and we rode with it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be an interesting year. I think it'll be an interesting year to see you coming back. I think it'll be an interesting year to see Ray's adjustments. I think it'll be an interesting year to see the young crop that are coming up and what'll happen. And then it'll be interesting to see what all shows are going to actually go on, when in the year they're going to go on, and where the Arnold and the Olympias move. Yeah. Because here's the other question. Do we expect to see you at the Arnold again this year?
Yo, you want me to tell you what's crazy, man? I got like, yo, man, when I tell you I had epiphanies this year all across the board. I'm going
to bet you're going to sit out this Arnold because you won enough of them and you want to focus on something else. That's just my bet.
Yeah,
as of right now.
but you have to remember this, man. This only the winner is auto qualified. Everybody else has to qualify.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it off by saying this.
You're gonna go and win 6 shows this year.
We'll see. We'll see. Because look, I gotta it's not gonna be till June. So I gotta weigh the options and see where I get in, where I fit in. Because it's all about what makes sense for me. So
But you
we
being
gonna
already having the size, you actually staying in shape and just doing back-to-back shows and establishing yourself makes total sense. Just being
oh
back,
no,
doing back-to-back shows, and
to me, I look, I'll say this, man. I'm only doing one show other than the Olympia this year. I'm only doing one show. So you won't catch me doing other you won't catch me in a Tampa Pro for no reason. Like, yo, dude, I did that show because I was bored, man. I'd just be sitting around with nothing to do. I'm a dude that preps, bro. Like, I'd be like, bro, I ain't got shit to do. I need to go prep. Like, that's me. Like, yo, dude, I make my money sitting on the couch at home, man, and I get a bag, bro. Like, I don't really like me and George talk about all the time. What is my life? Dude, my life is this shit is enjoyable. I lift weights and eat food and get paid to do it. Like this is wonderful. I make IG posts. Like this shit is listen, this is way better than working a 9 to 5, guys. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Way better. But yeah, I'm only doing one show, man. We talked about it. We talked about it briefly in the gym that day.
Yeah.
Yo, it's time to slow down now. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna be the guy doing 4 shows in a season no more. Just it's counterintuitive at this point.
I believe I think, as crazy as this is to hear me say, I think we're still yet to see the absolute best of Andre Ferguson, because I believe with doing less shows,
yeah, I agree.
with all of his knowledge and expertise over the years, to focus on 1 or 2 shows a year for the next 2 years, I think you're going to see a completely new, refreshed, revitalized physique. And I think that is as dangerous as it gets.
Yeah.
If you're an elite.
Look, Landis, this is 6 months till the Arnold. So say I do the Arnold, right? In 6 months. Yo, dude, I've never sat on the couch for that long, ever.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
And I got my training partner back. So like I'm gonna be bouncing back between here and the Virgin Islands. But yo, I think I'm gonna have to prep. Like I love my preps in Virgin Island, bro. But I think unless I have my training partner for a couple of weeks out there, I might have to come back to New York for these preps, bro. Because once I came back and I just trained with him a couple of days, bro. Like I told him the other day, I was like, bro, my workouts are just different when I train with you. Like I get different pumps. I feel the muscles better. I'm more focused. I'm more focused on executing perfect reps over just doing reps. Like I tell people, yo, it's not about just going to the gym and doing the reps, bro. It's about trying to execute as many perfect reps as you can. So if you have 100 reps that you're about to hit on back, it's like, bro, you got to be in this 90 percentile on these reps. You can't be half-assing it and doing 50% of your reps perfect, because you're wasting the other 50 reps that you're at the gym for.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I have a different philosophy than a lot of people when it comes to training. You can ask George, bro. Like I'm kind of borderline psychotic when I train. And when I train by myself, like I be having looks. I know if you watch me from across the gym, you be like, yo, he's out of his mind. Because I go there when I need to go there. That's where I'm going when I train. And dude, I'm not just in the gym just moving the weights, bro. That's not what I'm like. I'm trying to get as much production out of all the reps in that workout I can.
Yeah. I'm with you with that for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be one interesting season. I know you got a lot going on today. We wanted to be sure to get you on.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So it was good to be back to being able to to do this. It's always entertaining, Dre.
Yo, man, I have a good time, bro. You guys are awesome, man. Stan's my guy, man. Like I told you, man, Stan's my guy, yo. Yo, no one should
fly all over the world and everybody loves Stan.
Yo, bro, he's like Ryan Terry. You should not have a bad word to say about Stan. And if you do, you are the asshole, not Stan.
Right.
I swear, I don't care who it is. You tell me something bad about Stan, I'm like, fuck out of here, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you were on. Take care of yourself. We'll be talking to you soon, and we look forward to seeing what this season brings from you, Andre.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Another
y'all.
episode of Under the Scope. As always, we dig deep.
Yeah. Thank you, Dre, for coming today.
No doubt, brother. No doubt.
All righty.
Appreciate y'all.
That's another episode of Under the Scope. Until next time.
Thanks
We're
for
out.
watching.